Hi, I'm Heather Marlowe.
And I'm Megan Ebos.
We were both raped.
Not at the same time.
Although there's a lot in common in both of our cases.
We were both raped by a stranger.
In both our cases, we immediately reported to law enforcement, submitted rape kits, but never heard back, leading us to think our rape kits didn't match to any other DNA profiles.
I later found out my attacker was a serial rapist who targeted people as young as 12 and could easily have been stopped if the Memphis police had investigated my complaint.
I still don't know who raped me because the San Francisco Police Department never bothered to investigate my case.
In 2013, it became national news that police across the U.S. had failed to test tens of thousands of rape kits.
I thought it was hundreds of thousands.
Who the fuck knows?
Now you might say, perfect! Now the public knows about the problem.
But police are still under investigating rape complaints. And even when they do test old rape kits, they don't necessarily investigate further.
You see, to investigate a rape case, the cops have to do a lot more than just test a rape kit.
The rape kit results are just the beginning of the investigation. As with any other criminal investigation, additional police work is required, like finding and interviewing witnesses,
corroborating victim and witness statements,
and maintaining accurate records.
And the prosecutors still have to prosecute the case.
But instead of doing all that, the cops are still interfering with rape investigations by downgrading offense codes,
accusing complainants of lying and threatening to arrest them for filing a false police report,
and closing cases without doing any real investigation.
You might be wondering how the cops are continuing to get away with this now that everyone knows about it.
Because the media and victim advocacy cover for them.
The media tends to run with whatever the cops tell them, and what they tell them is cops don't have enough money to test rape kits.
In fact, the police obviously have enough resources to investigate crime. They just choose which crimes they investigate.
Victim advocacy groups such as End the Backlog and Joyful Heart make excuses for and protect law enforcement.
And when they do take action, it's to raise awareness and money for law enforcement. They uphold the status quo.
We should not be raising money, public or private, for police to investigate crime. That is one of their only legitimate functions.
Now, let's talk about the rape kit backlog.
There is no backlog.
The word backlog makes it sound like the rape kits were sitting at a crime lab waiting to be tested. But that's not what happened. The police never sent the rape kits to any lab because they didn't investigate the cases.
But police are all too happy to take advantage of the backlog messaging because it obscures the reality that police departments nationwide have little to no interest in investigating rape complaints.
This impacts more than just rape victims. It weakens our justice system as a whole to force people to defend themselves against decades-old accusations that were never properly investigated to begin with.
What the public needs is a clear understanding of why we have police, namely to keep records and investigate crime.
Now, you might be asking us, why do you hate the police so much?
Stop being an idiot. Individual cops do bad things sometimes, but ultimately, the department sets the policies.
And their policy decisions are based on what communities demand. Unfortunately, some communities demand tactics like broken windows policing, immigration control, and drug enforcement, tactics that divert police attention away from investigating violent crimes like rape.
As a result, the United States has the highest incarceration rate in the world, while still inconsistently investigating violent crime.
Needless to say, the police have become the antagonists to public safety.
We would like to see this antagonism addressed, but it's difficult when the problem is so miscast and misunderstood.
Everybody wants to give the police more money, but no one wants to hold them accountable.
Republicans love the police.
And Democrats want to be the police.
We're sure that most of you actually won't hear a word we're saying, but we hope that some of you will walk away just a little bit less ignorant.
If you could take away one thing from this video, It's that evidence that the police didn't submit to a lab is not backlogged.
So stop calling it a backlog.
And to Mariska,
Stop!